Stop for a moment and listen with your heart. Do not rush past this. Do not treat this as another message that appeared by accident. There are moments in your life when something deeper than logic begins to move inside you. A quiet pull, a holy stirring, a gentle pressure in your spirit that says, "Pay attention. This is for you." That feeling you have been trying to ignore is not weakness. It is not fear. It is not imagination. It is the voice of heaven calling you back into awareness. It is my hand touching the hidden places of your soul and reminding you that I have not forgotten you. You have been carrying more than people know. You have smiled when you were exhausted. You have answered that you were fine when your heart was breaking. You have kept going with a weight on your chest that nobody could see. You have prayed in whispers because you did not have the strength to pray out loud. You have wiped your tears before anyone walked into the room. You have held yourself together in public and fallen apart in silence. But I saw all of it. I saw every moment when your strength felt empty. I saw every night when sleep would not come. I saw every time you stared into the darkness and wondered if your life would ever feel light again. My child, I did not bring you to this moment to condemn you. I brought you here to awaken you. I brought you here because the part of you that still believes, even after disappointment, is not dead. The part of you that still hopes, even after heartbreak, is not gone. The part of you that still reaches for me, even when you feel unworthy, is precious to me. You may think your faith is small, but I see the fight it took for you to keep even that small flame burning. I see how many times the winds of life tried to blow it out. I see how many words, losses, delays, and betrayals tried to convince you that I had left you. Yet here you are, still listening. Here you are, still breathing. Here you are, still being called. Do not ignore the holy nudge in your spirit. Do not dismiss the quiet warning that has been rising in you. Do not push away the feeling that something is changing. I have been speaking to you in ways you did not always recognize. I spoke through the uneasiness you felt around certain people. I spoke through the peace that came when you made the right decision. I spoke through the closed door that hurt you at first but protected you later. I spoke through the delay that frustrated you but kept you from stepping into a trap. I spoke through the restlessness that would not leave because I was preparing you for movement. I spoke through the tears that softened your heart. I spoke through the silence that taught you to listen. There were times you asked me for an answer, and then doubted when the answer came quietly. You expected thunder, but I sent peace. You expected a dramatic sign, but I sent conviction. You expected the whole path, but I gave you one step. You wanted certainty before obedience, but I was teaching you trust. You wanted every detail before you moved, but I was showing you that faith does not always walk with a map in its hand. Faith often walks with only my voice, and my voice has been calling you gently, again and again, saying, "Come closer, leave that behind. Do not go back, forgive, release, wait, move, trust, rest, stand." You know the nudge I am speaking about. It has been there in the quiet moments. It has followed you into your thoughts. It has met you in the morning before the noise began, and in the night when everything became still. You have felt it when you were about to answer a message you should not answer. You have felt it when you were about to return to a situation I already delivered you from. You have felt it when you were about to speak words from pain instead of wisdom. You have felt it when you were making excuses for staying in a place that was shrinking your soul. You have felt it when you were trying to force a door that had no peace behind it. That nudge was not there to punish you. It was there to protect you. I know you have been tired. I know part of you wanted to stop listening, because listening requires courage. It is easier to numb the heart than to face what I am revealing. It is easier to stay busy than to sit in the truth. It is easier to pretend everything is normal than to admit that I am calling you into change. But beloved, I am not calling you into change to take something good away from you. I am calling you into change because I have better for you than the life you have been settling for. I have peace that does not depend on who stays or who leaves. I have strength that does not disappear when circumstances become heavy. I have wisdom that can guide you through what confusion could never solve. I have healing deeper than the wounds people left behind. You have wondered why certain things no longer feel the same. Places that once comforted you now feel empty. Conversations that once entertained you now drain you. Relationships you once clung to now reveal a heaviness you cannot ignore. Old patterns that once seemed normal now disturb your spirit. That is not because you are losing yourself. It is because you are waking up. I am refining your desires. I am sharpening your discernment. I am making you sensitive to what strengthens you and what slowly steals from you. I am teaching you the difference between comfort and calling, between attachment and love, between noise and truth, between opportunity and distraction. Do not call it confusion when it is discernment. Do not call it overthinking when it is my spirit asking you to pause. Do not call it fear when it is wisdom telling you to slow down. There is a difference between anxiety that torments and conviction that guides. Anxiety pulls you into panic, but my conviction pulls you into clarity. Anxiety makes you feel trapped, but my guidance opens a path. Anxiety accuses you, but my voice leads you. Anxiety says you are alone, but my spirit says I am with you. Learn the difference. I am teaching you to recognize me again. You have been asking for a breakthrough, but I am asking for your attention. You have been asking for doors to open, but I am asking whether you are willing to leave the doors I have closed. You have been asking for peace, but I am asking you to stop returning to the chaos that keeps breaking it. You have been asking for direction, but I am asking you to obey the direction I already gave you. This is not to shame you. This is to wake you. There is a blessing on the other side of obedience that comfort can never give you. There is a freedom on the other side of surrender that control can never provide. There is a new season waiting for the version of you that finally stops bargaining with what I told you to release. My beloved, I know what it cost you to survive the last season. I know the names you do not speak anymore because they still hurt. I know the memories that come suddenly and change your mood. I know the words that were spoken over you and tried to become your identity. I know the shame that tried to attach itself to your past. I know the regret that tried to convince you that you ruined everything. I know the disappointment you carried when the people you expected to stand with you stepped away. I know the loneliness that followed after you chose to do what was right. And I know the private question you have asked more than once. Did I make the wrong choice because it hurts this much? No, my child. Pain does not always mean you chose wrong. Sometimes pain is the sound of chains breaking. Sometimes grief is the doorway out of bondage. Sometimes the ache you feel is not destruction but separation from what could not go with you. Sometimes obedience hurts before it heals. Sometimes the right road feels lonely in the beginning, because I am removing the voices that kept you confused. Do not measure my will only by immediate comfort. Some of the greatest deliverance in your life will begin with tears. Some of the most important prayers I answer will look like endings before they reveal themselves as mercy. You asked me to protect you. Then you cried when I exposed what was hidden. You asked me to guide you. Then you hesitated when I interrupted your plan. You asked me to heal you. Then you resisted when I touched the wound you kept covered. You asked me to bring the right people into your life. Then you struggled when I removed the wrong ones. But I am not careless with your heart. I do not tear away what is healthy. I prune what is draining your fruit. I remove what is poisoning your peace. I separate you from what keeps pulling you backward. I am not trying to leave you empty. I am making room for what carries life. There are things you survived that should have made you bitter, but I am making you deeper. There are losses that could have made you cold, but I am making you wiser. There are betrayals that could have made you stop loving, but I am teaching you to love with discernment. There are delays that could have made you quit, but I am training your endurance. There are unanswered questions that could have made you walk away, but I am drawing you into a trust that does not depend on having every explanation. You are not behind. You are being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. You are not abandoned. You are being held while I rebuild what pain tried to destroy. Listen to me. The enemy wanted you to interpret your difficult season as proof that I did not love you. He wanted every delay to sound like rejection. He wanted every closed door to sound like failure. He wanted every quiet day to sound like heaven was silent. He wanted every attack to convince you that you were weak. But the truth is this: you have been under pressure because there is purpose in you. You have been resisted because you are not empty. You have been tested because your roots are growing deeper. You have been stretched because I am increasing your capacity. You have been hidden because I was protecting the oil before I revealed the assignment. You thought the hidden place was punishment, but it was preparation. You thought nobody saw you, but I was with you in the secret place. You thought nothing was happening, but I was building strength where no applause could reach. You thought your small acts of faith did not matter, but I collected every prayer, every choice, every tear, every surrender. You thought you were being buried, but you were being planted. And what is planted in me does not stay beneath the soil forever. In the right time, with the right rain, under the right light, what I planted in you will rise. But before it rises, I need your heart, not the version you show everyone, not the polished version, not the version that says the right words while hiding the real pain. I want the tired heart. I want the disappointed heart. I want the heart that wonders if it can trust again. I want the heart that is afraid to hope because hope has hurt before. I want the heart that still loves me but does not understand me. Bring that heart to me. Stop waiting until you feel perfect to come close. Stop waiting until you have solved everything to pray. Stop waiting until your emotions are clean and organized. Come as you are. I am not frightened by your questions. I am not offended by your tears. I am not distant from your weakness. You have been trying to be strong for so long that you forgot how to be held. You have been trying to carry everyone else for so long that you forgot you are allowed to need help. You have been trying to prove you are fine for so long that you forgot healing begins when you tell the truth. My child, you do not have to perform for me. You do not have to impress me. You do not have to pretend your faith never trembles. I already know, and I still call you mine. I still choose you. I still love you. I still have plans for you that pain cannot cancel. Do not let guilt become the voice you obey. Do not let shame become the lens through which you see yourself. You are not the worst thing you did. You are not the mistake that keeps replaying in your mind. You are not the season when you lost your way. You are not the words people used when they were angry. You are not the rejection that made you question your worth. You are not the family wound. You are not the failed relationship. You are not the closed door. You are not the diagnosis. You are not the debt. You are not the disappointment. You are mine. I knew you before anyone misunderstood you. I loved you before anyone applauded you. I called you before you had a platform, a position, or a plan. I saw your purpose before you had the language for it. I saw your future before your past tried to define you. I saw the strength in you when you only saw broken pieces. I saw the compassion in you when pain tried to make you hard. I saw the wisdom that would come from what you endured. I saw the testimony hidden in the trial. I saw the light I placed in you, and no darkness has been able to put it out. You have been asking me whether the nudge is real. Yes, it is real. The repeated thought that tells you to pray again is real. The quiet pull to forgive is real. The discomfort around compromise is real. The warning not to rush is real. The invitation to rest is real. The sudden desire to seek me more deeply is real. The burden to reach out to someone with love is real. The peace that comes when you think about one path and the heaviness that comes when you think about another path is not meaningless. I am guiding you. I am not always loud, but I am faithful. I do not always shout, but I do speak. I do not always explain everything at once, but I lead step by step. You have ignored some nudges before, and you saw what happened. You knew not to say yes, but you said yes because you did not want to disappoint someone. You knew not to trust too quickly, but you rushed because loneliness was loud. You knew not to go back, but you went back because familiarity felt safer than healing. You knew not to answer with anger, but you let pain speak before wisdom could rise. Do not condemn yourself for that. Learn from it. I am not bringing this up to accuse you. I am bringing it up so you will recognize how much I have been trying to protect you. Even when you missed my whisper, I did not stop loving you. Even when you delayed obedience, I did not abandon you. But now I am inviting you to listen more quickly. I am inviting you to trust me sooner. I am inviting you to respond before pain has to teach you what wisdom already tried to show you. This is a turning point, but it will not feel dramatic to everyone around you. Some turning points happen quietly in the soul. Some victories begin when you decide not to answer the same way. Some breakthroughs begin when you choose peace over proving a point. Some miracles begin when you delete the message you were tempted to send. Some deliverance begins when you finally stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Some healing begins when you say, I will not let this wound become my master. Some new seasons begin when nobody claps, nobody notices, and no one understands, but heaven records the moment you obeyed. I am calling you into a deeper obedience, not an obedience rooted in fear, but an obedience rooted in love. Not the kind that tries to earn my approval, but the kind that trusts my heart. You do not obey me, so I will love you. You obey me because I already love you, and my ways lead to life. I am not trying to control you. I am trying to free you. I am not trying to withhold joy from you. I am protecting the joy that comes from walking in truth. The world will tell you that freedom is doing whatever you want. But I tell you, true freedom is no longer being ruled by what destroys you. True freedom is the power to choose what is holy, even when old desires are loud. True freedom is peace in your conscience. True freedom is a clean heart. True freedom is walking away from what used to own you. Beloved, there is a battle over your attention. There is a battle over your imagination. There is a battle over what you keep replaying in your mind. What you meditate on will shape what you believe, and what you believe will shape what you obey. That is why the enemy has tried to fill your mind with fear, regret, comparison, bitterness, and discouragement. He knows that if he can keep your thoughts trapped, he can keep your steps hesitant. But I am renewing your mind. I am teaching you to interrupt the lie with truth. When the lie says you are too late, answer with my promise that I restore. When the lie says you are alone, answer with my presence. When the lie says you are not enough, answer with my grace. When the lie says you will never change, answer with my power. When the lie says this pain will define you forever, answer with my healing. I am not asking you to deny what happened. I am asking you to stop letting what happened sit on the throne of your heart. I am not asking you to pretend it did not hurt. I am asking you to bring the hurt to me instead of building your identity around it. I am not asking you to trust everyone. I am teaching you to trust me enough to become whole. Forgiveness does not mean the wound was small. Forgiveness means you refuse to let the wound keep speaking louder than my love. Forgiveness does not always mean restoration of access. Sometimes forgiveness means release. Sometimes forgiveness means placing the person in my hands and taking your heart out of the prison of resentment. You can forgive and still have boundaries. You can release and still move forward. You can love and still obey the wisdom I give you. There are people who left your life because they could not go where I am taking you. There are people who misunderstood your growth because they benefited from your brokenness. There are people who preferred you when you were easier to control. There are people who celebrated your kindness until your kindness developed boundaries. Do not let their reaction make you doubt the work I am doing in you. Growth may disappoint those who were attached to your old patterns, but heaven rejoices when my child becomes free. Do not shrink again to keep peace with people who are uncomfortable with your healing. Do not return to silence when I am teaching you truth. Do not apologize for becoming whole. The holy nudge in your spirit is not only warning you about danger, it is also inviting you into purpose. There is something I placed inside you that you keep postponing. There is a step you keep delaying because you feel unqualified. There is a gift you keep hiding because you are afraid of being judged. There is a calling you keep minimizing because you compare yourself with others. There is a dream you keep burying because past disappointment told you not to hope again. But I am stirring it now. I am breathing on what you thought was dead. I am reminding you that I did not place that desire in you by accident. I did not give you that burden for no reason. I did not shape your story only for survival. I am calling you to become a vessel of light. Do not despise small beginnings. Do not wait until everything is perfect. Do not wait until fear disappears. Courage is not the absence of trembling. Courage is obedience while trembling. Begin with what is in your hand. Speak the word I give you. Make the call. Write the page. Offer the help. Take the course. Send the application. Start the conversation. Open the Bible again. Return to prayer. Apologize where you need to apologize. Rest where you need to rest. Leave where you need to leave. Stay where I have asked you to stay. Your next step may look small, but when it is done in obedience, it becomes holy ground. I know you want confirmation, and I will confirm what is mine. But do not confuse endless confirmation with faith. Sometimes you ask again because you want a different answer. Sometimes you wait for another sign because you are afraid to obey the first one. I am patient, but I am also calling you to maturity. You already know some things. You already know what steals your peace. You already know where compromise begins. You already know which voice pulls you closer to me and which voice pulls you away. You already know what I have been pressing on your heart. Now let your yes become action. The next season will require a different level of attention. You cannot carry every distraction into what I am preparing. You cannot keep feeding your spirit with fear and expect to walk in peace. You cannot keep returning to bitterness and expect joy to grow freely. You cannot keep ignoring your soul and expect to feel strong. You cannot keep pouring out without coming back to me to be filled. I am calling you to order. I am calling you to quiet. I am calling you to disciplines that restore you, not because I want your life to become heavy, but because I want your foundation to become strong. Guard your mornings. Do not let the first voice that shapes your day be fear. Before the messages, before the demands, before the noise, turn your heart toward me. Even if all you can say is, Lord, help me, say it with sincerity. Invite me into the day before the day tries to overwhelm you. Guard your nights. Do not fall asleep, rehearsing every worry. Bring the unfinished things to me. Release what you cannot solve. Let your last thoughts be anchored in my presence. Guard your words. They are not empty. Speak life over what I am healing. Speak truth over what fear is twisting. Speak faith over what looks impossible. Guard your circle. Love people. but do not give full access to every voice. Some voices drain faith, some voices stir confusion, some voices normalize compromise. Choose carefully who helps shape your atmosphere. You are not being punished when I ask you to let go. You are being protected. You are not being rejected when I ask you to wait. You are being prepared. You are not being ignored when I am silent. You are being invited deeper. You are not being forgotten when the process takes longer than you expected. You are being rooted. Many things that grow quickly cannot stand strong winds. I am more interested in your foundation than your appearance. I am more interested in your character than your applause. I am more interested in who you become with me than what others think they see. I am healing the part of you that always expects to be abandoned. I am healing the part of you that over-explains because you are afraid of being misunderstood. I am healing the part of you that says yes when your spirit is begging you to say no. I am healing the part of you that feels guilty for needing rest. I am healing the part of you that thinks love must be earned through exhaustion. I am healing the part of you that confuses chaos with passion and inconsistency with excitement. I am healing the part of you that settled for crumbs because you forgot you were my child. Receive this truth: you do not have to chase what I have ordained. You do not have to manipulate what I have promised. You do not have to beg for what I freely give. You do not have to prove your worth to people who cannot see what I placed in you. You do not have to force doors that I have not opened. You do not have to carry what I asked you to surrender. You do not have to live afraid that one mistake will make me leave. My love is steadier than your emotions. My mercy is deeper than your failure. My presence is closer than your breath. But because I love you, I will not let you stay asleep in places that are harming you. I will nudge you. I will convict you. I will interrupt you. I will make compromise uncomfortable. I will remove peace from the path that is pulling you away. I will disturb what needs to be disturbed, so your soul can be saved from greater pain. Do not resent my correction. My correction is not rejection. It is protection. A father who loves his child will not watch silently while the child walks toward danger. I am not against you when I say no. I am for you. I am not withholding good when I redirect you. I am leading you toward life. There is a reason your spirit has been sensitive lately. There is a reason certain things make you uneasy. There is a reason you cannot enjoy old distractions the way you used to. There is a reason you feel pulled to pray at unusual times. There is a reason some conversations leave you unsettled. There is a reason peace keeps pointing in a direction your fear does not prefer. I am training your discernment. I am teaching you to walk with me in real time. I do not want you to live by reaction alone. I want you to live led by my spirit. Think of the times I saved you from what you did not see. Think of the moments when a delay frustrated you but later spared you. Think of the relationship that ended and later revealed what you could not understand at the time. Think of the opportunity you lost that would have cost you your peace. Think of the warning you almost ignored. I have been faithful in ways you still do not know. There are battles I fought before they reached your doorstep. There are traps I closed before you stepped into them. There are people I moved away because their hidden intentions would have wounded you more deeply. There are doors I blocked because what was behind them looked like blessing but carried bondage. Trust my wisdom. I see the end from the beginning. You see a chapter, but I see the whole story. You see the delay, but I see the danger I am preventing. You see the closed door, but I see the better door being prepared. You see the loss, but I see the room it creates for what is aligned. You see the silence, but I see the roots growing beneath the surface. You see the wilderness, but I see the training ground. You see the waiting, but I see the strength being formed. This is not the end of your story. Do not let one hard season convince you that your life is over. Do not let one betrayal convince you that love will never be safe. Do not let one failure convince you that purpose has passed you by. Do not let one rejection convince you that you are unwanted. Do not let one delay convince you that I am not moving. I am the God who brings water from the rock. I am the God who makes a road in the wilderness. I am the God who restores what the years have eaten. I am the God who breathes life into dry bones. I am the God who calls light out of darkness. I am not limited by what limited you. You may feel weak, but weakness in my hands becomes a place where my strength rests. You may feel unseen, but I do some of my deepest work in hidden places. You may feel behind, but I know how to redeem time. You may feel unqualified, but I do not call people the way the world calls them. I look at the heart. I shape the vessel. I provide the grace. I make the way. I open the door. I sustain the one I send. Do not compare your process with someone else's presentation. You do not know the whole story behind what you see. You do not know the cost behind their fruit. You do not know the battles behind their smile. Comparison will steal gratitude from your hands. It will make you despise the grace I gave you, because you are staring at the grace I gave another. Stay in your lane with me. Walk at the pace of obedience. Celebrate others without losing sight of what I am doing in you. I have not forgotten your address. I know where to send what belongs to your assignment. The holy nudge may lead you to pause when everyone else is rushing. It may lead you to speak when silence would be easier. It may lead you to remain quiet when defending yourself would feel satisfying. It may lead you to give when fear says hold back. It may lead you to rest when pride says keep proving yourself. It may lead you to leave when attachment says stay. It may lead you to stay when discomfort says run. That is why you must know my voice. My guidance will not always flatter your emotions, but it will always lead you into truth. There is a peace that comes from obedience even when the circumstances are not easy. There is a peace that makes no sense to the mind, but steadies the soul. That is the peace I give, not the fragile peace of everything going your way, but the deep peace of knowing you are in my hands. I want you to stop chasing temporary relief and receive real peace. Temporary relief comes from distraction. Real peace comes from surrender. Temporary relief avoids the wound. Real peace brings the wound into my presence. Temporary relief keeps you busy. Real peace makes you whole. I know some of you listening are afraid to make the wrong choice, afraid to trust again, afraid to hope again, afraid to be alone, afraid to obey because obedience may require change. Give me that fear. Do not let fear become your shepherd. Fear will always lead you in circles. Fear will always tell you to protect yourself by staying where you are, even when where you are is hurting you. Fear will always exaggerate the risk of obedience and minimize the cost of disobedience. My love casts out fear. My voice brings courage. My presence gives you the strength to take the next right step. You do not need to have the whole future figured out tonight. You need to respond to the light I am giving you now. The path becomes clearer as you walk with me. A lamp does not show the entire road. It gives enough light for the next step. I am not asking you to control tomorrow. I am asking you to trust me today. I am not asking you to solve every problem in one moment. I am asking you to stop ignoring what I have made clear. Start there. Obey there. Meet me there. I am also calling you to release the need to understand why people did what they did. Some explanations will never satisfy the ache. Some apologies may never come. Some hearts may never admit the damage they caused. Do not keep your healing hostage to their awakening. Bring the injustice to me. I am a righteous judge. I know how to handle what you cannot fix. I know how to defend without making you bitter. I know how to restore without making you chase. I know how to vindicate without requiring you to destroy your own peace. Let me be God in the places where you have been trying to carry judgment alone. Your responsibility is not to make everyone understand you. Your responsibility is to walk in truth before me. Your responsibility is not to force people to value you. Your responsibility is to remember that I already do. Your responsibility is not to replay every scene until you can rewrite the ending. Your responsibility is to let me heal what you cannot change. Peace will come when you stop arguing with what has already happened and begin surrendering what still hurts. I am not finished with your family. I am not finished with your heart. I am not finished with your purpose. I am not finished with the prayers you thought were buried. But I need you to trust my timing. There are things I am doing behind the scenes that would overwhelm you if I showed you all at once. There are conversations I am arranging. There are hearts I am softening. There are opportunities I am aligning. There are resources I am positioning. There are divine connections I am preparing. There are lessons I am completing in you, so that when the door opens, you will not sabotage it with the wounds of the old season. Preparation is not denial. Waiting is not rejection. Hiddenness is not failure. I hide seeds in soil, not because they are worthless, but because they are valuable. I form babies in the womb, not because they are forgotten, but because life develops in secret before it is revealed. I train shepherds in fields before they stand before kings. I shape prophets in wilderness places before their voices carry weight. Do not despise the secret place. What I form in secret, I can reveal with power in the right time. But today, I am not asking you to chase visibility. I am asking you to be faithful. Be faithful in the small things. Be faithful in your words. Be faithful with your time. Be faithful with your healing. Be faithful with the people I have entrusted to you. Be faithful when nobody sees. Be faithful when progress feels slow. Be faithful when the old temptations call. Be faithful when emotions rise. Be faithful when obedience costs comfort. Faithfulness is not glamorous, but it is precious to me. And what is precious to me is never wasted. Some of you have been praying for a sign, and this message is meeting you at the edge of a decision. You know you cannot keep living divided. You know you cannot keep saying you trust me while giving fear the final word. You know you cannot keep asking for a new season while clinging to the habits of the old one. You know you cannot keep calling it patience when it is really procrastination. You know you cannot keep calling it kindness when it is really people-pleasing. You know you cannot keep calling it loyalty when it is really fear of being alone. Let truth speak gently but clearly. I am not exposing these things to shame you. I am inviting you into freedom. There is grace for the step you have avoided. There is grace for the conversation you need to have. There is grace for the apology you need to make. There is grace for the boundary you need to set. There is grace for the dream you need to begin. There is grace for the rest you need to receive. There is grace for the habit you need to break. There is grace for the healing you need to pursue. There is grace, but grace is not permission to stay bound. Grace is power to rise. Do not say, I cannot change, when my spirit lives within you. Do not say, this is just who I am, when I am making you new. Do not make a home in the patterns I died to free you from. You are not powerless. You may need help. You may need time. You may need accountability. You may need to begin again many times. But you are not powerless. Every time you choose truth, strength grows. Every time you come back to me, roots deepen. Every time you refuse the lie, light increases. Every time you obey the nudge, your discernment becomes sharper. I am calling you into a season of cleaner hearing. That means some noise must go. There are things you watch that make fear louder. There are conversations that keep old wounds open. There are environments that pull your spirit into heaviness. There are habits that dull your sensitivity. You already know some of them. Do not wait for a crisis to make changes wisdom is already inviting you to make. Simplify, quiet the unnecessary noise. Make room for prayer. Make room for scripture. Make room for stillness. Make room for healthy counsel. Make room for rest. Make room for joy that is pure and peace that is steady. Joy is not gone from your life. It has been buried under burdens I never asked you to carry. Joy will return as you release what has been crushing you. Joy will return as you stop living for approval. Joy will return as you receive my love, without arguing against it. Joy will return as you forgive. Joy will return as you obey. Joy will return as you remember that your life is not only about surviving storms. I created you to live, to love, to laugh, to create, to serve, to worship, to breathe deeply again. There are blessings ahead that will not look like what you expected, but they will carry my fingerprints. Some blessings will come as open doors. Some will come as closed doors. Some will come as new relationships. Some will come as restored courage. Some will come as peace in the middle of unresolved circumstances. Some will come as wisdom to make better choices. Some will come as strength to do what you could not do before. Do not limit blessing to one form. I know what your soul needs. I know what your future requires. I know how to give good gifts. I am restoring your ability to hear me without panic. I am restoring your ability to trust without controlling. I am restoring your ability to love without losing yourself. Oh, I am restoring your ability to rest without guilt. I am restoring your ability to hope without fear. I am restoring your ability to dream without shame. I am restoring your ability to stand after disappointment. I am restoring your ability to receive after years of pouring out. There is a version of you on the other side of obedience that you have not fully met yet. This version is not perfect, but peaceful, not untouched by pain, but healed enough not to be ruled by it, not praised by everyone, but anchored in me, not free from all battles, but equipped with discernment, not afraid of silence, because silence has become a meeting place with me, not desperate for approval, because my love has become enough. This is what I am forming in you. Do not be surprised if old distractions try to return when you decide to obey. Do not be surprised if fear gets louder when you take a step. Do not be surprised if the past tries to remind you of who you were. That does not mean you are failing. It means you are moving. Resistance often rises near the border of freedom. Stand firm. Do not negotiate with what I told you to leave. Do not romanticize what wounded you just because healing feels unfamiliar. Do not let loneliness drive you back to bondage. I am with you in the unfamiliar. I am with you in the transition. I am with you in the in-between. The in-between is holy, though it often feels uncomfortable. You are not where you were, but you are not yet where you will be. In this space, patience is being formed. Trust is being tested. Old appetites are being broken. New desires are being born. Let the in-between do its work. Do not run back because the future is not fully visible. The wilderness was never meant to destroy my people. It was meant to teach them dependence. But many hearts longed for Egypt because slavery felt familiar. Do not choose familiar bondage over unfamiliar freedom. Keep walking with me. I know the road has been long. I know you have wondered how much longer you must keep believing. I know you have asked why others seem to move forward while you keep waiting. But your story is not a race against theirs. My timing is not threatened by another person's blessing. I can bless them and still bless you. I can open their door and still be preparing yours. I can answer their prayer and still be listening to yours. Envy will blind you to the gifts already in your hands. Gratitude will open your eyes again. Begin thanking me, even before everything changes. Gratitude is not denial of pain. Gratitude is a declaration that pain does not get the final word. Thank me for breath. Thank me for mercy. Thank me for strength you did not know you had. Thank me for doors I closed. Thank me for lessons that matured you. Thank me for people who stayed. Thank me for protection you did not recognize. Thank me for the grace to begin again. Thank me for the peace that is coming. Thank me because I am still good. Even here, there are prayers I will answer by changing your circumstances, and there are prayers I will answer by changing you. Do not reject the second kind of answer. A changed heart can walk through storms that used to break it. A renewed mind can recognize doors it once missed. A healed soul can receive love without suspicion. A surrendered life can carry blessing without turning it into an idol. I am not only working around you, I am working within you. And what I do within you will prepare you for what I do around you. Some of you are carrying concern for someone you love. You have prayed, cried, warned, encouraged, and waited. Hear me. You are not their savior. I am. Love them. But do not take my place. Pray for them, but do not let their choices destroy your obedience. Speak truth when I lead you, but do not confuse control with care. Place them in my hands again. My hands are stronger than yours. My love is wiser than yours. My pursuit can reach places your words cannot enter. Rest. I am working in ways you cannot see. Some of you are facing uncertainty about provision. You have looked at numbers and felt fear rise. You have wondered how the needs will be met. Listen to me. I am your provider. This does not mean you stop using wisdom. This does not mean you ignore responsibility. This does not mean you wait passively while fear grows. It means you walk with me in wisdom, diligence, generosity, and trust. I can give ideas. I can open opportunities. I can send help. I can teach you stewardship. I can provide through ways you expected and ways you did not expect. Do not let money become your master. Bring your needs to me. Ask for wisdom. Take the next faithful step. I know what you need. Some of you are struggling in your body or mind, and you feel weary from the fight. I am near to you. Your pain is not invisible to me. Seek the help you need without shame. Receive care without feeling less spiritual. Pray and also accept the support, treatment, counsel, and wisdom that may be part of the healing journey. I am not offended by medicine. I am not distant from therapy. I am not absent. In the doctor's office, I am present with you in every place where healing is pursued. Do not let anyone make you feel condemned because your process takes time. I am compassionate. I am patient. I am with you. Some of you are grieving. You have lost something or someone, and the world kept moving while your heart stood still. I see you. Grief is not lack of faith. Tears are not betrayal, even when you believe in resurrection. Loss still hurts. Bring me the ache. Bring me the empty chair. Bring me the memory that catches your breath. Bring me the questions that do not fit into easy answers. I am close to the brokenhearted. I do not rush your healing. I sit with you in the sorrow, and I slowly teach your heart how to breathe again. Some of you are ashamed because you drifted. You used to feel close to me, but now prayer feels hard, and your heart feels dry. Come back, not with a performance, not with a speech. Just come back. Whisper my name. Open the door of your heart. Read one verse. Sit in silence. Let the tears come. I have not moved away from you. I am not waiting with anger. I am watching the road with mercy. Return to me, and you will find that my arms were open before you took the first step. This holy nudge is an invitation to return. Return to your first love. Return to the truth that steadied you. Return to the place of prayer. Return to integrity. Return to peace. Return to the wisdom you abandoned when emotions were loud. Return to the calling you buried. Return to the simple yes. Return to me. You do not have to make your return dramatic. You do not have to announce it to everyone. Let it begin in the secret place. Let it begin with honesty. Say, Lord, I am tired. Say, Lord, I have been afraid. Say, Lord, I need help. Say, Lord, I surrender. Say, Lord, teach me to listen. That is enough for the first moment. I will meet you there. The next time you feel the nudge, pause. Do not drown it out immediately. Ask me, Lord, what are you showing me? Then wait. Notice the peace. Notice the conviction. Notice the wisdom that rises gently. Compare it with my word. Seek wise counsel when needed. Do not rush into confusion, but do not delay once clarity comes. The more you practice listening, the more familiar my leading becomes. I want to heal your relationship with my voice. Some of you think my voice is always angry because the voices that shaped you were harsh. Some of you think correction means rejection because people withdrew love when you made mistakes. Some of you think silence means abandonment because people left without explanation. But I am not like those who wounded you. My voice may convict, but it does not crush. My correction may be firm, but it is full of love. My silence may test trust, but it is never abandonment. Learn me again. Let me show you who I really am. I am gentle with bruised reeds. I do not break what is already wounded. I am faithful with small flames. I do not extinguish what is barely burning. I restore souls. All. I lead beside still waters. I prepare tables in the presence of enemies. I walk with my children through valleys. I do not promise that you will never face shadows, but I promise you will not face them without me. Your enemies are not always people. Often the greatest enemies are fear, pride, bitterness, despair, distraction, and unbelief. Do not waste your strength fighting people while ignoring the strongholds inside your own heart. Let me teach you spiritual warfare that begins with surrender. Sometimes the most powerful warfare is repentance. Sometimes it is forgiveness. Sometimes it is rest. Sometimes it is worship. Sometimes it is silence. Sometimes it is refusing to replay the offense. Sometimes it is choosing truth when feelings are loud. The battle is not always won by shouting. Many battles are won by abiding. Abide in me. Stay connected. Do not only visit me when life becomes unbearable. Remain in me when things improve. Remain in me when doors open. Remain in me when people praise you. Remain in me when blessings come. Some people survive hardship but are tested by success. Do not let answered prayers pull you away from the one who answered them. Let blessing make you more grateful, not more distracted. Let increase make you more generous, not more proud. Let open doors make you more dependent, not less prayerful. I'm preparing you to carry what you prayed for. That means character must deepen. Motives must be purified. Patience must grow. Love must mature. Discernment must sharpen. Humility must remain. Without these, blessing can become a burden. I love you too much to give you what your soul is not ready to steward. So when I slow the pace, trust me. When I deal with your heart before I change your circumstances, trust me. When I ask you to forgive before I promote you, trust me. When I ask you to rest before I send you, trust me. Preparation is mercy. Do not despise the lessons of this season. You are learning what matters. You are learning who you are when nobody is clapping. You are learning how to pray from a deeper place. You are learning that peace is more valuable than appearance. You are learning that obedience is safer than popularity. You are learning that I can sustain you with less than you thought you needed. You are learning that the people who truly love you will not require you to abandon your soul to keep them. You are learning that my presence is not a feeling only, but a reality. There will be moments in the coming days when you sense me asking you to pause before reacting. Obey that pause. There will be moments when you feel prompted to encourage someone. Obey that prompting. There will be moments when a door opens and peace comes with it. Step forward with humility. There will be moments when something looks good but feels wrong. Do not ignore that lack of peace. There will be moments when you are tempted to repeat an old cycle. Choose differently. This is how transformation becomes visible, not only in one emotional moment, but in repeated choices that agree with truth. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. You are not too old. You are not too young. You are not too late. You are not too ordinary. You are not disqualified because you had a hard season. I have used broken vessels before, and I will do it again. I have restored people after failure. I have lifted people from pits. I have called people from obscurity. I have turned mourners into messengers. I have turned survivors into servants of healing. I can use what you endured to comfort others. But first, let me comfort you. Do not rush to help everyone while ignoring your own healing. Sometimes you serve because you are called. Sometimes you serve because you are avoiding your own pain. Let me show you the difference. Healthy service flows from love and obedience. Unhealthy striving flows from fear, guilt, or the need to be needed. I am not asking you to become empty to prove you love me. I am asking you to receive from me so that what flows through you carries life. Even my son withdrew to lonely places to pray. Rest is not rebellion. Rest can be obedience. I want you to breathe right now. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw relax. Let the weight you have been carrying rise into my hands. You are not holding the universe together, I am. You are not responsible for controlling every outcome. I am. You are not required to predict every danger. I am your shepherd. You are not forgotten in the middle of uncertainty. I know the way when thoughts begin to race. Return to this truth. I am with you. When shame begins to speak, return to this truth. You are loved. When fear begins to rise, return to this truth. I will guide you. When grief becomes heavy, return to this truth. I am near when temptation calls. Return to this truth. Freedom is worth choosing. When the future feels unclear, return to this truth. The next step with me is enough. I am building a quiet strength in you. Not the kind that needs to be seen. Not the kind that proves itself through noise. A strength that can say no without hatred. A strength that can say yes without fear. A strength that can wait without despair. A strength that can apologize without shame. A strength that can forgive without returning to bondage. A strength that can hope without demanding control. A strength that can stand because it is rooted in me. You will begin to notice changes as you continue to listen. You will notice that some things that used to pull you strongly begin to lose power. You will notice that peace becomes more important than winning arguments. You will notice that your spirit becomes sensitive to what is clean and what is not. You will notice that you recover more quickly from emotional storms because you are learning where to run. You will notice that your prayers become more honest. You will notice that your desires begin to align with what brings life. These are signs of my work within you. Do not become discouraged if growth feels slow. A tree does not become strong in a day. Roots grow quietly. Healing often happens layer by layer. You may have days when old pain rises again. That does not mean you are back at the beginning. It may mean I am healing a deeper layer. Bring it to me again. Do not condemn yourself for needing repeated grace. My mercy is new every morning, not because I expect you to be perfect by sunrise, but because I know you need fresh grace for each day. I am patient with you. Be patient with yourself, but do not use patience as an excuse to remain passive. There is a difference between process and avoidance. Process keeps bringing pain into the light. Avoidance keeps hiding it. Process takes small, faithful steps. Avoidance waits for change without participation. Process receives help. Avoidance isolates. Process tells the truth. Avoidance performs. I will walk with you through process, but I will also lovingly confront avoidance. Because I want you free, beloved. The nudge in your spirit is holy because I am holy. It will not lead you into sin. It will not lead you into pride. It will not lead you into cruelty. It will not lead you into confusion that contradicts my nature. My spirit produces love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. When a voice leads you into hatred, arrogance, chaos, or condemnation, test it. Not every inner feeling is my voice. That is why you must stay close to my word. My spirit and my truth agree. I am giving you wisdom for relationships. Pay attention to patterns, not just promises. Pay attention to fruit, not just words. Pay attention to how someone responds to boundaries. Pay attention to whether your peace grows or disappears around them. Pay attention to whether they draw you closer to me or farther away. Love people, but do not ignore wisdom. Some people need compassion from a distance. Some conversations need boundaries. Some access should not be restored simply because loneliness is loud. I can teach you how to love without losing discernment. I am giving you wisdom for decisions. Do not make permanent choices from temporary emotions. Do not let pressure become your compass. Do not let urgency manipulate you. Not every opportunity is an assignment. Not every open door is from me. Not every closed door is against you. Seek me. Wait for peace. Listen for counsel that aligns with truth. Look at the fruit. Watch the timing. I am not a God of confusion. When I lead, I can bring clarity even if the step requires courage. I am giving you wisdom for your inner life. What you feed will grow. Feed faith, feed gratitude, feed truth, feed hope. Feed your spirit with what draws you toward light. Starve the cycles that keep you bound. Starve the bitterness that wants to rehearse old wounds. Starve the comparison that makes your life feel small. Starve the fear that imagines disaster before grace has a chance to speak. You cannot always stop a thought from entering, but you can choose whether to build it a home. I am giving you wisdom for your purpose. Your calling is not just what you do publicly. It is who you become privately. It is how you love. It is how you forgive. It is how you stand for truth. It is how you stand for truth. It is how you carry my presence into ordinary places. Do not wait for a platform to be faithful. Be faithful in your home. Be faithful in your workplace. Be faithful in your words. Be faithful in hidden obedience. Purpose is not far away. It begins with the next yes. There are people you will impact simply because you allowed me to heal you. Your peace will become a testimony. Your boundaries will become permission for someone else to stop living in bondage. Your forgiveness will become a sign that pain does not have to become poison. Your courage will awaken courage in others. Your obedience will echo farther than you can see. Do not underestimate what I can do with a surrendered life. You may not feel ready, but readiness is not the same as perfection. When I called Moses, he felt unable to speak. When I called Jeremiah, he felt too young. When I restored Peter, Peter had failed deeply. I am not limited by human insecurity. I know how to equip those I call. Your weakness does not surprise me. Your questions do not disqualify you. Your past does not scare me. Bring me your yes, and I will walk with you. But let your yes be real. Do not give me words only. Give me access. Give me your habits. Give me your relationships. Give me your plans. Give me your wounds. Give me your schedule. Give me your money fears. Give me your secret thoughts. Give me the part you keep protecting because you are afraid of what surrender might cost. I will never take something from you without purpose. When I ask for surrender, it is because I want to remove what competes with life and fill you with what lasts. I am not asking you to understand every mystery. I am asking you to trust my heart. There will be questions that remain unanswered for a time. There will be seasons that make sense only later. There will be prayers answered differently than you expected. But my goodness does not disappear when your understanding runs out. My faithfulness does not fail when your emotions tremble. My love does not weaken when your faith feels small. Look back, not to live in the past, but to remember my faithfulness. Did I not carry you through days you thought would break you? Did I not give strength when you had none? Did I not send comfort in unexpected ways? Did I not protect you from things you only understood later? Did I not bring you through seasons you once thought you would never survive? I was there then, I am here now. I will be faithful again. Now look forward with me. Not with panic, not with the need to control every detail. Look forward with hope. There is still beauty ahead. There are still prayers that will bear fruit. There are still people you have not met who will be part of your healing and purpose. There are still rooms you will enter with peace instead of fear. There are still mornings when you will wake up and realize the heaviness has lifted. There are still songs you will sing with sincerity. There are still moments of laughter that will surprise you. There are still doors that will open in the right time. There are still chapters I have written that pain has not been able to erase. Your story is not finished. Let that truth settle deep. The enemy wanted you to believe that the broken chapter was the final chapter. He lied. The disappointment was not the ending. The betrayal was not the ending. The delay was not the ending. The failure was not the ending. The failure was not the ending. The diagnosis was not the ending. The loss was not the ending. I am the author and finisher of your faith. If I am still breathing life into you, I am still working in you. Respond to me today, not with panic, but with surrender, not with empty emotion, but with sincere willingness. Say yes to the nudge, say yes to the correction, say yes to the healing, say yes to the next step. Say yes to leaving what I have asked you to leave. Say yes to receiving what I have been trying to give. Say yes to peace. Say yes to truth. Say yes to me. There is no need to prove this moment to anyone. Let the fruit prove it over time. Let your life become the evidence that you listened. Let your choices become your declaration. Let your peace become your testimony. Let your obedience become your worship. The world does not need another person who hears truth and walks away unchanged. The world needs people who hear my voice and follow. I am with you as you follow, when the step feels hard. I am with you when people do not understand. I am with you when you feel tempted to turn back. I am with you when you make progress. I am with you when you stumble and need grace. I am with you when the door opens. I am with you when the night feels long. I am with you. I will not leave you in the middle of the process. Let this be the moment you stop ignoring the holy nudge. Let this be the moment you stop calling disobedience comfort. Let this be the moment you stop letting fear interpret my instructions. Let this be the moment you stop delaying your healing. Let this be the moment you return to prayer. Let this be the moment you forgive. Let this be the moment you release. Let this be the moment you begin again. You are loved more deeply than you understand. You are seen more clearly than you realize. You are guided more carefully than you know. You are protected in ways you may never fully see. You are being prepared for more than survival. You are being called into life. When this message ends, do not let the truth end with it. Carry it into the next decision. Carry it into the conversation. Carry it into the quiet moment when temptation returns. Carry it into the morning. Carry it into the night. Carry it when fear speaks. Carry it when the old wound aches. Remember, I am speaking, I am leading, I am near. And when the nudge comes again, do not push it away. Pause, listen, ask, trust, obey. The path of obedience will not always be easy, but it will be alive. It will carry peace. It will shape you. It will free you. It will bring you closer to my heart. I bless you with courage to hear. I bless you with wisdom to discern. I bless you with strength to obey. I bless you with peace that steadies your soul. I bless you with healing for the wounds you have hidden. I bless you with freedom from the cycles that have exhausted you. I bless you with hope that rises again. I bless you with eyes to see my hand in ordinary moments. I bless you with a heart that trusts me more deeply than before. Do not be afraid. I am already in your tomorrow. I am already preparing grace for what you have not yet faced. I am already making a way where your eyes cannot see one. I am already working in places you cannot reach. Walk with me today. Listen to me today. Trust me today. The future will meet you with my faithfulness when you arrive there. You are my beloved child. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not beyond repair. You are not disqualified. You are not alone. The holy nudge in your spirit is my loving invitation. Come closer. Walk wiser. Rise stronger. Heal deeper. Trust me more. I have you. I am with you. And I will complete the good work I have begun in your life. So breathe again. Lift your eyes again. Open your heart again. The season that tried to silence you did not win. The pain that tried to define you did not win. The fear that tried to hold you back did not win. My grace is still speaking. My mercy is still reaching. My love is still calling. And your answer matters. Say yes with your life. Say yes with your next step. Say yes when nobody sees. Say yes when your emotions tremble. Say yes when the old path calls. Say yes when healing feels unfamiliar. Say yes when obedience costs comfort. Say yes because I am worthy of your trust. I am not finished with you. I am not finished writing beauty into your story. I am not finished restoring what was broken. I am not finished teaching you peace. I am not finished leading you into purpose. Stay close. Listen carefully. Do not ignore the nudge. This is where the turning begins. This is where your heart wakes up. This is where you remember that I have been near all along. And as you go forward, know this: the same God who saw you in the dark will guide you into the light. The same God who held you when you were weak will strengthen you as you rise. The same God who whispered in the quiet will speak again. The same God who protected you from what you did not see will continue to shepherd you. You can trust me. You can trust my timing. You can trust my correction. You can trust my love. Come now, beloved. Take the next step. The path is not empty. I am walking with you.